Recording in progress.
Recording in progress.
It's been so long since we've had that. It is this. All right. Does anyone want to recap for inspiration? I love how quickly Bridge is like, no, absolutely not.
I mean, I wasn't here last time, but we did a lot of combat that basically just took up the whole thing.
Perfect. Inspiration.
Was it a Colossus or something?
To be fair, I did the one last game, and I feel like I did a shitty ass job.
You
No,
did
you
a
did a good
great
job.
job.
I kind of can, because I kind of went through and redid my notes, but they're not readable, so I still have to interpret.
I've not kept any notes or anything.
Dundad.
Oh, hello, Dundad.
Hi, Dundad.
People, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Right?
Good to see you all. Sorry for interrupting the fun. I was like,
Okay.
I haven't seen your lovely faces in a long time.
It's been a very long time, yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo,
We're
we're
very
all
excited.
very excited.
Oh my gosh, you're engaged? I had no idea.
Right.
Howie.
Bye.
I will actually be right back. I need to use the restroom.
Okay.
No, it's not allowed.
All right. Did you want to give it a shot there, Helen?
I'm just gonna make the comment real quick here that if I could ever switch families with somebody, it would be Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah's got a great
Our
name.
last
I'm
session
not playing.
started.
I'm holding it. I'm not playing with it. Don't take my candle.
Oh, well,
No, no,
yeah,
no, no,
just
no,
know you
no.
weren't-
I'm not playing with it. I
Let's
just
just-
had it in my hand.
Sarah, acceptance is the first stage
He took
to
my
recovery.
Actually, I think admittance is the first stage.
I was gonna
Well,
say acceptance. is like step
Admittance,
5,
you have
isn't
to
it?
accept it is a problem to admit it is a problem.
He just stole it right
I
out of
put
my hand.
Can you look me in the eye and tell me you would not have ended up playing with it at some point if he hadn't?
Sure, acceptance is the last step.
Oh, that's for grief.
Listen,
That's different.
I had to
It's-
speedball every recovery route I ever took, okay? I jumped from 1 to 5 in a fortnight. They all blur after a while.
I'm combining the last 2 sessions, I think, because Brian wasn't here for the I and Ling talk.
That's okay. Go for it. We need the 2 anyway because
Yeah,
I was
yeah, yeah.
only able to upload one of them because the other one does
Yeah.
not work.
Okay, let's see if I have any.
No, he was
That
there
was
for that
too-
one.
Too early.
Brian was there for that one because I know
I was
while
here for
his
the battle.
yeah, you were in the battle and you were in the one prior to that because I was at that one. And that was the one where you and your character made margaritas.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Okay, so it was the one before that.
It-
You were
Because
not
I
okay,
don't think
okay,
I was
okay.
at that one.
that
We had 4
I was not at the
margaritas.
sparring one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and
We had
Okay.
4 margaritas.
that would have been the one with the margaritas. The margaritas were at the end of that one, wasn't it? I don't know.
God,
It's
just
all
run a
one
recap.
session.
It's fine. We'll figure it out.
Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on. So the margaritas one is when you went to use the restroom, and then you actually weren't using the restroom, and then the next one was the battle episode. So sorry,
Oh, that's right. We ended.
I'm
it
not
up-
recounting.
okay,
I don't
okay.
need inspiration.
I kind of understand where the break was now.
We had like 2 sessions of random lore dump.
Yeah. And of course, processing all of that, just trying
Uh-huh.
to. So yes, we. Where do I start this damn thing? Okay. No, that's too far back. Fuck. I really don't have
It-
notes for.
It
the-
starts when the dragon lied about pooping. That's where it starts.
Okay, right. Last session only.
You can start it wherever. In the beginning.
Well, I mean, I could
There
scroll up that far.
were dragons.
So at the beginning of the last session, our lovely young dragonborn Gesh decided to wander away from the party, and Ling happened to catch sight of them and sent them a message asking, where are you going? Why didn't you solo party? I'm going to poop. Leave me alone. 30 seconds later, help! I lied about pooping. Party goes after. A group of soldiers, I believe, had surrounded Gesh. I don't remember what they were trying to get out of Gesh. I don't think we gave them a chance to speak. But battle pretty much immediately started. And Kindle blew most of them away with a giant fireball as Gesh retreated. Then we had a couple more rounds of combat. They fell very fast, except for maybe 2 or 3 of them. They got out of the way, and a giant Warforged Colossus tramples onto the battlefield. And we start battling, and then it unleashes a beam weapon that takes down a good chunk of our party health. And yeah, and Ling's sibling I goes down in 1 hit, which of course freaks Ling the fuck out. He spends his next turns trying to get the fuck away from the battle, which is against what he kind of stood for the longest time, and is only worried about I getting out. Jinx pulls some amazing dimension door shenanigans and gets I and himself to safety. Ling runs away from the battle towards them as the rest of the party continues to fight this giant fucking robot. In that fight, we learn that our precious little monk can rage somehow.
Bum, bum, bum. There's no soundboard here, so I'm being the soundboard.
Oh, that's right, yeah. And then we get some shenanigans from Renji,
Shenanigans.
Mimi, and Gesh, I believe. And we end up felling, or they end up felling the Colossus because it was super beat up from the battles long past. Renji happened to die or go unconscious rather, in the middle of the air during
I was about to say, wait a minute.
It was close.
Yeah, distinction. He immediately falls from the height of the Colossus and lands on the ground, failing his death save. The Colossus is then immediately falling on top of him, and Gesh self-sacrifices a bit and dives in to get Renji out. After that, Ling comes back and tries to argue or confront Gesh about creating the scenario and not actually being at fault, has nothing to do or can do at Gesh, screams his heart out, and just goes and hides. I believe that is where we left off.
I think we might have to redo that for when Kindle comes back.
No. That was hard enough to get through.
Oh, okay.
Listen, she said she had to use the bathroom.
And then the DM said go.
She chose to go before the recap.
I mean, she's over on the bench. It's fine.
God fucking damn it.
Okay.
For those not in ASLR, apparently
It was an accident. It was brain rebuffer. It was
there was a
ADHD.
processing error in the autofill.
I tried to say bench and I forgot the word for bench, and the only word that came to mind was lunchbox.
Lunchbox.
So I said that out loud, I announced that I knew it wasn't the word for bench, but I couldn't think of what it was. And so then I got roasted for the rest of the session. And
Yeah.
everybody either
Raid.
kept quoting the John Mulaney, I was over on the bench, or they kept calling it a lunchbox. And now it is lore that that one specific bench is street art. It is a bench made out of lunchboxes.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I called it the lunch bench.
It look. It was one time and my brain malfunctioned. I myself am a warforged and I can do nothing about it. I am trying my best.
That's not it. Meh. Oh well. I tried. I
Welcome to
thought
the
I
woods.
had the but it's actually on my laptop. I created a meme for it. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
Is it the one that you sent to the group or is it one we haven't seen yet?
Is this a lunchbox?
I hate you.
It's so good. It's so good.
Anyway, so while while dealing with helping up your fallen companions, coming back
Not gonna
to
work.
you can just send it in the group. Um
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you.
uh
Is it can you hear me better if I do this or if I do that?
it's a little better further away because otherwise we just hear
Got
the
it.
puttering
Okay,
of
I'm
the
just
Hannah,
making
we
sure.
hear your
I'm just
mouth
making sure that it's
noises.
coming.
Yeah.
I'm making sure it's coming through this mic and not through my computer mic.
Hannah,
Thank
you
you.
sound beautiful regardless of where you're coming from.
Thank you. I appreciate that because I've been sick this past week and I've completely lost my voice, and so I've just gotten it back these past 2 days. So hold
That
on.
is uncomfy. Well, facing these emotional moments of your friends falling and coming back to the group, guess you have discovered an open kind of hatch to this warforged colossus. You doing anything? Do you point it out?
Oh yeah, things are gonna happen. He just got yelled at by Ling, and he believes he has done nothing wrong to deserve being yelled at. So he is a little angry at the situation. Nobody's fault. He's just angry. One, he's somewhat angry at Roger. Due to the fact that the plan was that we were all Hannah, for context, the plan was that once we found out that this giant colossal thing could literally kill us all like in one foul swoop, the plan was we were going to leave.
GTFO.
Instead, Rajesh ended up hearing, or not hearing, he didn't hear anything. He
just turned around and decided he would hold the thing off.
Right, but it wasn't him.
Oh, no, as he made that decision, there was a little wonderful voice that was like, let's bring it on.
Our dear friend raged for the first time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Outrageous.
fun!
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
fun!
Instead of being spared the possibility of Rajesh dying, during that time, Rajesh is technically, or at the time, was losing his death saves and was on said monstrosity and was falling to said death. And Rajesh was like, fuck this shit, we out. And kind of grabbed Rajesh as he was unconscious before the robot fell on him. Now, I've used like 8 different terms for the giant monstrosity for the aminal, mechanicular iron giant that
The
we dealt
colossal.
with. And
Wait.
so Gesh almost died saving Rajesh.
Reggie.
We're never going to get the name right. It's amazing.
Rajesh.
I
I'm
thought you were
watching way
doing a
too much
bit.
Big Bang Theory.
My
I thought
favorite-
so too.
My favorite thing right now is that Kira apparently is the only one whose name she can remember, and that's only because she's what, the bitch that has problems? Untapped trauma or
I'm
something
so
like
sorry. I'm really shitty with names.
It's
No,
my
I love
favorite
it.
thing.
It works for
I
you
love
and your
it
character.
so much.
It's in character for Gesh, which is
I-
why
No, but
we
to be
didn't say
fair, that
anything
was
sooner.
genuinely me.
I thought you were
That's
doing
why
a
I
bit. That's
asked.
why I was laughing. I was like, wow, we're just gonna keep changing the name. Cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say, oh hey, he's got another
Roger,
name.
Richard, Rajesh.
I'm just a really shitty person. I'm so sorry.
No,
You're not a
it's
shitty
no,
person.
no.
It
So,
is great.
Gesh is mad at Renji because Renji didn't go with the plan. The plan was to execute the plan, belay the plan. Throw the plan off the rails. I don't remember what the meme was, but it's from Prison Break.
It's the guy from Prison Break. It's from The Flash.
I was gonna say it's from The Flash. I don't watch The Flash,
it.
but Ethan is obsessed with it, and that's the only reason I know. Make the
Okay.
plan.
Execute the plan. Expect the plan to go off the rails. Throw away the
Throw away
plan.
the plan.
Yeah, that's
That's
what Renji did, and it pissed Gesh off because Gesh now has to put himself in a position where he might possibly die because giant robot falling out of the sky, and so Gesh is a little mad that Renji did that, and so Gesh just got yelled at by Ling, even though Gesh, in his own defense, did nothing wrong. But Ling is going through some stuff,
And needed somebody to take it
So-
out on.
and who better than the obnoxious, annoying dragon? So that's
They've
where
only
we're at.
made up with once. They have like one scene of, okay, we're fine.
And it was because I was vomiting up acid. So yeah, Gesh is gonna go in the thing. And I feel like this is while he's being yelled at Ling, he's just like, fine, fuck it, I'm just gonna go in the thing. Fuck this shit, I'm out. And so like if there is just like a black cavernous hole, just yeet.
You are easily able to walk inside this Colossus carapace and head inside. Make a perception check as you're looking around.
We've also determined that digital dice suck.
Yes, we did.
Yes. Fuck.
Okay, calm down.
That session.
Real dice suck too.
They can. They can.
I'm just
although-
saying, I'm real proud of how my wall came out.
Yes, that's amazing.
My wall came out
I-
pretty.
I will say, digital dice fucks everybody.
Oh, no,
Physical
I dropped
dice
my dice.
favor characters.
That's true.
Yeah,
It's weird.
it's odd.
Yeah.
And
can
I
roll
always use a
this-
different set with every one of my characters, so I haven't figured out which one favors them yet. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Okay.
used-
There's like one set of dice that
Uh,
is like my
I
default
gotta
dice.
go. My dad is calling me. I'll be right back.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I have one set of dice that's like my default dice for if none of mine are behaving correctly, because that's always like, it's like the, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like the reliable kind that's sitting in the corner smoking. It's like, oh, so you need me again? Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
I got
Yeah.
you.
I have a set of those too. I call them my golden
That
dice.
was my father calling to tell me he couldn't get a hold of said sibling I was talking about earlier, but the said sibling called him back, so we're good. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay. We're good.
We're
Got
good.
real nervous
Just
for a minute, but
checking.
we're good. We're good. Carry on.
15.
15.
Mhm.
Okay. It is relatively dark in this chamber. As you've walked in. Only because there is no more light from the creature to illuminate it. It's not particularly a large chamber, but as you're looking around, you can see it looks like there is possibly at some point like a chamber where they could house soldiers A couple different figures could be in here at this time. That is given away by the fact that there is skeletal remains on one of the overturned chairs in the corner of the room. There's also a scattering of items around. This definitely was used during the war period and has since been inactive, aside from the meandering of the Colossus itself in the wake of the war.
Yeah, I'm a bad person. I'm gonna loot the dead body or the skeleton.
Okay. You go over. It is mostly decayed at this point. It's been a couple years since the war, and you don't know when this thing lost its crew. Make an investigation check as you are looting it.
That is a natural 20.
Holy shit. Okay.
Minus, should I add anything or?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, good, because I don't have anything in investigation.
The first thing you notice is that whatever armor is on this creature, whatever it was in life, is still very, very nice. It's a leather armor that doesn't seem to have aged as you would expect has happened with the skeleton itself. So you're easily able to grab that if you'd like. You also see a couple of potions kind of rolling around. And one thing that really catches your attention is there appear to be some dragon shards. Come on. Where is my page? Here.
Just peeked.
So you are used to seeing some of this. So you can see some they look like cracked off pieces of gemstone of crimson and orange coloring. These you would know are called Eberron dragon shards. They are actually quite common here in. They're common as in relatively easy to find, but still extremely valuable in Eberron, as they are used to because if they are ground down into a dust, they can be used to replace spell components. Basically. So you find 3 Eberron dragon shards. And you also find a shard that seems to be a like a dark violet color with gleaming veins running throughout it. Seems to be a slightly different coloration than you're used to.
Okay, hold on. You said there were 3 of them. Hold on, I'm just writing what you said down. Yep. Eberron, dragon shard.
Mm-hmm.
Not Everton. So hold on. I understand. I can look stuff up here and add it. How do I do said thing? Weapon.
Under add items, you should be able to show up a search bar and you can just type in dragon shard. And I don't know if it'll offer you the chance to separate them out, but
so I can look it up in the search of actual like thing, but it will not allow me to add it to inventory, which is stupid. Because it says recently viewed a Buran Dragon Shard.
Maybe it only lets you do it on the computer? I don't know.
Stupid. Un memento. We are going to just take it here. Yes. Okay. So you said 2 were the normal color, 1 was
there's 3 of the normal color and there's an additional one that is a dark violet color.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I could add it on to here.
You're okay. We know
I'm sorry, I'm
Hyatt.
not trying to keep you guys.
No, you're good. That was directed at Jerome. He was asking me a question.
Was it, would you light my candle?
On your phone, were you using the web page or the app?
App.
Okay. I figured out how to add stuff to your inventory if you want to know.
I got your joke, Brian. I
That'd
appreciate
be
it.
great, because for some odd reason I'm a moron.
Okay. So in the app, if you go to your inventory, at the top of the screen, or at the top of the scroll, right in the center, it should be a blue button says Manage Inventory.
Yep, I clicked that.
And then I just typed in shard, and it was the second, I think. Yeah, it's the second item in the list.
Why am I so stupid? I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
No. It's a
happening?
learning curve.
I need to add 3 of those bad boys. Is there a way that I can add like multiple, or is it just
Sometimes it has like a
as a number at the
quantity next
bottom?
to the bottom. Yeah.
Okay, so I have 3 of those, and then there was
An additional one that is a dark violet color. It is a different type of dragon shard, but you are not sure what kind this one is unless you want to make a history check for me.
ooh, he's
Or
not
actually
there.
Arcana.
Arcana. Hey. Okay, we'll try. That is a 15.
15 total?
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure.
I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna add 4 Eberron to dragon shards then, okay?
Okay.
Because he's not super familiar. Okay, and then you said there was like a leather armor, but there was something weird about it.
It just seems like it's holding up intact, unlike the body that is wearing it. Actually, it makes it much easier to like kind of like shake the body out because the body is kind of like sludgy and dusty.
Do a carpet.
Bonk. It's just right out of it.
Okay, so that one's just a regular leather, correct?
That is actually +2.
Oh. Cool. Okay.
And then there were a couple of potions rolling around on the ground.
Gotcha. If you just wanted to, like, if you're able just to put it in the chat, that way you can continue and I can just add this while you guys are doing the stuff.
Sure.
Thank you. That way I'm not keeping everybody.
I'll just write down like descriptions of them. What is everybody else doing while this is happening?
Crying. Quite literally. That's what I did at the end of last session, so I don't think I've stopped yet.
Kira is probably taking inventory and checking on people, just kind of like we kind of got our asses handed to each other, and also one of us is fucking unconscious and might be dead, not entirely sure yet. So it's probably kind of doing the like checking, like, hey, you okay? You good? Do you need anything? You need bandages? And then eventually going to make her way to the unconscious individual lying on the ground there, just kind of making her rounds and checking in on people. Not that she can do much. She's a fucking barbarian, but Is it gonna at least take inventory and get them to the people that can help them if she cannot?
Jinx has wings still and is flying around healing people who need healing. Probably starting with the unconscious person. As an ASMR, I believe I can heal people with my
Lay on
hands.
hands, right?
It's called
Yeah, it's
Lay it on
the
the hands.
Yeah.
Lord
Paladins
and
lay on hands.
healing hands.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Daddy won't
I'm gonna
say there
heal
was a
your
creature
ass.
down in the
Look out.
holler that
I'll
could
heal
neuter
your
pets.
ass.
Your ass is getting healed. Um,
Oh.
Unfortunately, I already used my healing hands, but I have cure wounds, which I'll use on the unconscious person, and then yeah, who's hurting? I'm asking in character.
Not me, darling. I didn't get touched.
Oh, you very fast thinking with the fireball.
What can I say? I like to light up a room.
That
A little roughed up, but not anything I am not used to. I'm more concerned that hey,
you
but
are healed for
danke,
12 HP.
danke Shane. Just kind of like the thank you.
Unconscious boy
Sorry,
gets sick.
Russian, trying to switch from Scottish to Russian. Should we not check in on the one that looks like he needs it the most?
Oh, I already so I flew over and like gave them 6 HP just to get them back up.
You see the wounds are healing. He's just not waking up.
Okay. And 11 more just for fun. Ling, you have you're out of earshot, right? Or are you?
I'm out of earshot. I am hiding behind a tree in small mode, crying my ass off, and eyes there comforting me.
Okay, yeah, and I came from that direction, so I at least know that you're not dead.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
You would have saw me running at you and screaming, and then pink eye.
Yeah, basically I was like, hi. Okay, bye. And then yeah, that's what I got.
Okay. Anybody else? Guess, are you still just like hiding in the building?
Yeah. Sorry, I totally thought that I was not muted, so I'm sorry. I thought I muted. My bad.
It's all good.
So really dumb question. For the potions, Gesh doesn't know what they do. He just knows the color.
Yep.
Okay,
You
so
can make
I
Arcana
just...
checks again if you want to see what these ones are.
We'll try. That is a 9.
9.
Test is down.
Weird, because the one, as you like go to shake it up, you're like, this will mix those layers. And then it immediately settles back into those layers of brown and grays. It's very interesting. And the
Gotcha.
other
Okay.
one, as you go to like turn it, it doesn't so much as fall into that direction. It's kind of like it slips down in that direction, like it's like almost like a slug, like kind of
Like
like
an
crawling.
like an oil-based thing.
A little bit more congealed than that.
Oh, I really, really hope this is not a gelatinous cube in a bottle. Swear to God.
It doesn't seem cubish.
I'm sorry, but if
Mitch
you
is alive, by the way.
Yay!
Yay! Mitch, get your ass down here.
I mean, it's kind of
Please.
appropriate that he wakes up about now because
Yeah,
Reggie
it does work. It
out
does
fucking
fit.
cold. By the way, Gesh, above table, there is a couple people who have identified, one of whom's player is here. That's all I'm gonna say.
Appreciating the dance party that's happening in the bottom corner of my screen right now.
For me, it's just the entire right side.
It's Lady Gaga.
It's building. It's like it's just growing from person to person.
It's replay by Lady Gaga. I can't
All right,
not.
yeah, that can't not. Yep. Anyway. Gesh, are you hanging out in the building still? Are you like sulking?
Oh yeah, I'm totally sulking.
Okay. So anyone who might be possibly paying attention, Gesh went inside and has not come back out.
I'm hiding. Go away. My hole.
Kira probably would kind of realize that Gesh is not here after kind of checking in on everybody and kind of be like, do like a scan and see the
teacher
thing and be
counting
like,
the kids. 1, 2, 3, 4. No.
quite,
Oh no. Where is
quite
he?
literally, Kira is the count the kid less count the kids and more more of a always seeing how many people are in a room so she knows how many she might be up against kind of thing. And she's like, there's one less person. And I don't think he died. I don't think he got crushed. That is my recollection. So let's figure out what's going on. And she probably would wander over to the robot and kind of doing just like a listening for Gesh noises or mutterings to himself, because I'm sure they're happening.
Yeah, probably. Gesh is not quiet. I don't know how he stole anything in his entire life. I don't know what happened. But he does not have the thieving. He's not, to be fair, in the choices of making him into a rogue. He is not a thieving rogue. He is an assassin rogue, which still does not make any sense. Which is funny if you think about it. So no.
How are we not getting along above table? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. The fuck? Sorry, carry on.
No, so like I wanted him to be a thief, but he is a thief, but he's a really bad thief. So I didn't want to make him good at it, if that makes sense. I don't know. My character design is very flawed. And so
if I don't play with a candle, I'm gonna play with a screwdriver and someone's gonna get hurt and it's probably me.
Flaws make interesting characters. If there are no flaws, they are boring.
Or a paladin.
Or a paladin. Rude.
Call me out.
So Gesh is like, he literally just took the leather armor off of a skeleton. So there's clanging going on. He's like stirring stuff. He's like banging on stuff. There is noise. It is not difficult to know that he's in the hidey hole.
Do you follow?
Yeah, probably. Also, I have a fan on. Can you hear it when I'm talking? Is it loud? No. Okay, good. I just want to make sure. Yeah, Kira's definitely kind of gonna approach it and then hear Gesh noises and kind of be just like, this motherfucker.
He's got shit to do, homie.
Like 2 minutes, and it's kind of gonna eventually find her way to the hole and get in there and just kind of find Gesh.
Okay. You find Gesh muttering and mumbling to himself as he shakes skeleton bones out of a set of armor.
Like, just no one's gonna thank me for saving the stupid Roger's life. No, of course not. I'm just here. Gesh doesn't know anything. Gesh doesn't know how to do this. Gesh doesn't know how to do that. Gesh isn't very good at this. So ungrateful. My gosh. why is everybody yelling at me? I just saved the stupid monk's life, but no, nobody's gonna say thank you for that. No, not even a little bit. And you just see him like talking to the skull, and he just like has the skull in hand. And he goes, "You're not going to thank me, are you? No, you're not, because guess what? You're dead. And guess who's dead? No, did he thank me? No, he's probably still unconscious. I should probably check on him."
Kira's just gonna take all of this in and just kind of like, honestly, this is not the strangest thing I have seen people do to skeletons.
And
Still
then
mildly unnerving.
he freaks out. He's holding the skull, but now it's like he can make the skull talk, and he's like, "How long were you standing there?"
Just long enough to hear your conversation.
Ah, Kira, skull, Kira, I'm keeping it. Don't tell me I can't.
I will not tell you cannot do anything.
Can I
Thank-
can I find them?
Sure. You start looking around, and eventually you start also hearing this conversation from inside of the Colossus.
Do you
I'm sorry,
often-
did I hear something about skeletons?
He's mine. You can't have it. I found it. I found it in my hidey hole. It's mine. You can't take it. His name is Skull. Skull, pretty fire lady.
Darling, I don't want it.
Apparently, you're not good enough for her.
I fucking love Gash. What did we find anything in there other than a skeleton?
Like a
Gash just
pile
kind of like
of
looks.
covered leather in the corner.
No.
Insight check.
Roll an insight check.
Look, Kendall is very good. She's been around a lot of liars.
Gash is a liar.
Yeah.
Clearly found something.
It would be against your persuasion or deception, whichever one is more accurate in this time, Gesh.
To be fair, I kind of want him to fail anyway. So
Sure.
can he just fail?
Sure.
Cool. He
I
fails.
mean, I rolled a 12, so
You're just there's something about it that you're just like, uh-huh.
It
like
was
I don't believe you.
Like right after he says no, like the one like bone that was just barely hanging onto the leather just kind of like clatters to the ground.
Mhm.
The skull's just like, he's withholding.
Mhm. Well,
I found some bottles with stuff in them.
oh, good stuff.
Yeah. And then he
Do we
like
know what the
takes one of
stuff is?
and then he just like takes one of the bottles out and he's just like shaking it and he goes, "Nothing happens."
Well, that's good to know.
Can Kira be just looking around the area at this point? Like Kindle has shown up and is asking all the questions needed. So she's just like, you and is doing her own thing.
Sure.
Just the
Go ahead,
anime.
make it-
Literally, it's just gone. Just like
you can make your
well,
own investigation check. Gesh was specifically fixated on like loot. So
Cool.
this can be for like
Yeah.
just like
Can I do like
understanding
a
what's going
just
on.
an investigation, for anything? Keeping
Just
my eye
say,
out for
you want me
anything.
to do insight or investigation?
Investigation.
Investigation.
you both can.
Cool.
Okay.
15?
Is this all
Then-
just one big chamber or are there multiple like chambers in here?
So far you've only seen one, but with your natural 20 perception, you would see there is another door.
I got a 10.
With a 10 and a 15, you guys can see there are like scatterings of papers thrown around. It looks like you can see what looks to be Kira, you would recognize this as a kind of emblem of one of the nations, the Siren, which is now the Mornland is nation flag on the wall. And we have a Renji.
Welcome,
Well, hello,
friend.
darling.
I'll get to you in a minute.
Did you have a good nap, friend?
Call it a nap rather than I would call it a small coma.
Oof.
Oh my.
I've been dealing with food poisoning, so
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hey, I dealt with it. Now you dealt with it.
Okay, I also had food poisoning last week. What is going
Okay,
on?
let's not pass it around the group,
Okay.
please.
Yeah, please.
So what are we all eating in
Let's
common, and
not.
what should we not eat right
This
now?
should not be physically possible. None of us are in the same state.
Well, I
Good.
mean, this was like the first week of January when I got it. I had like one bite of lobster mac and cheese. But
chicken and chorizo meatballs did it for me.
Don't
To
you
be
love
fair,
it? Oh, sorry.
Fruit.
I was gonna say, to be fair, there were like from a corner shop for £1, so
oh,
You
I love it how
kinda
you could-
What the fuck is wrong with your Coke bottle?
Oh,
Why
that's
is it
a
like
thing
that?
in the UK. Did you not know that? They don't come off.
No. What?
Yeah,
Why?
I thought you were just leaving that on intentionally.
No,
So
they
did
don't come
I.
off
I was
in
like,
the
why
UK.
did What?
this is an intentional design.
Yeah,
Why?
that's a thing.
Didn't you?
Fucking Brits.
Your Coke isn't even as sweet as ours is anyway. I know you're fucking up the bottle design. Jeez.
Do you know? Actually, ours are sweeter because you use
Corn syrup.
corn syrup
Yes.
instead of actual fucking sugar.
True. It's
How
not
did you
the
cope?
it's yours is sweeter, but it's not a chemical sweet, and therefore it is invalid. I had to
Anyway.
explain. I made an Australian recipe for cupcakes last night, and I had to explain to my husband why it was not sweet like regular cupcakes, like you get out of mixes here in America and stuff. I was like, they don't. It's different. They don't do sweets like we do in America. We do kidney rupturing sweets. They do. Hey, this is
Actual
nice sweets. Yeah.
Nope.
Anyway,
Yeah, I just made the most Midwestern dessert ever the other day, and I'm so happy with it. It makes my heart happy. But no, please don't judge me.
was it at all in a casserole dish, or did it involve Jello?
Yeah, I did.
Watergate salad? What is this?
I was gonna say, if you say Watergate, I might throw something at you. Watergate is like my least favorite Jello thing, but I like other stuff. It's
Watergate
because
salad?
it's got pistachios in it, and I don't like
Yeah.
pistachios.
It's like a super sweet, like
And
How do you not know what a Watergate salad is?
cream and
I know what a Watergate salad is, and I do not eat it.
You
Wait, is that
fucking
the thing with
yanks!
pistachio? It's like has pistachio pudding in it, and it has whipped cream, and it has like pineapple and coconut in it.
Ugh.
without the coconut, that's pretty much a Watergate salad.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, I didn't make that. I made something my mom calls fruit fluff, which is very similar.
Oh,
But
I know what fruit fluff is. Yeah,
See, that sounds nicer, but what is it?
it's really bad.
it's
Mm.
it's fine.
But I love it.
Fucking yanks.
If it's what I
swear.
think it is, it's like it's a citrusy Jello and fruit, and it's got like marshmallows or whipped cream on the top, right?
Yeah, except
Yeah.
I made the whipped cream. It's not like
My-
you know.
Grandma makes that, but we call it Jello salad.
My mom calls it fruit fluff, but she doesn't add Jello to hers. She just has it's like fruit cocktail with the fruit marshmallows and with whipped cream, and that's all it's supposed to be. But I add cherry Jello to mine. And like
Nice.
We
I've never heard it referred to as Watergate salad, but I love pistachio delight.
we have this thing in the South. I don't know if any of y'all have heard of this, but it is one of my favorite things. I thought it was a staple of the South, but then I've had Southern friends that did not know what it is. So now I think it might just be something else. But have any of y'all ever had or heard of Mississippi mud?
Yes.
Is that dirt?
Maybe. It's like a chocolate cake, or sometimes people make it with like a chocolate coconut kind of vibe, and then you put put melted marshmallows on top, and then you drizzle hot like melted chocolate on top, and it melts into the marshmallows. So if that's what dirt is for you, yes.
But no, dirt is very different. Dirt is where it's like chocolate pudding, and you have
yes, I've had dirt
Oreo
with the Oreos,
crumbs, gummy worms.
Dirt.
Yes, I've had dirt.
Mud pie.
I like dirt.
Yes, it's good. Anyway, we're playing D&D right now.
We just like these fucking Americans.
Well, Mitch is also from a country where they boil something and think that that's a dish. So,
Okay.
so at least we do a little more with our food here.
Yeah.
We might not be. It might be the end of our life, but at least we're gonna go down
away happy.
Yeah.
Britain conquers half the world in search of spices, then decides to use none of them.
Yeah.
We're here for a good time, not a long time.
Exactly.
Mans can't even open his mouth, and we're roasting the hell out of him. I'm sorry. Speak your piece, Mitch.
1. We only boil things during wartime because it's the easiest thing we can do. Second of all,
are you still in wartime?
The war with America is never over.
Like last I checked, people still boil things over there regularly. And last I checked, last time we had a war was 60 years ago.
Okay,
pal.
I do not speak for all Brits. Okay, 1, I am trained as a chef. I know how to season. I know how to cook. I know how to cook many different variety of different cultures, cuisines. I am not an example of most Brits. Therefore, shut your face.
Well, but you're also the only Brit here, so you have to take all of our. You have to take it in. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. How's the diabetes epidemic going?
Awesome.
Pretty good. I'm having a great time.
It's actually, well, it's considering how shitty our healthcare is, it's actually not that bad right now. We're
better than beans on toast.
Hey, insulin was
No,
I
I agree with you. Beans on toast is fucking vile.
Yes. I don't, but I just don't. Beans is a texture thing for me, so that's why I don't like it.
I just don't like beans.
Yeah.
Oh, a good black pudding though.
I have not tried it yet, but I'm not against it. I might change my mind once I've tried it though, but I also grew up eating like.
I'm introducing you to a Scottish breakfast when you're over here. You have no choice in the matter.
Oh, no.
We have a little Celtic place here. The people that live here, they live here, but they visit Scotland and Ireland and the UK like once a year. And they make on Saturdays it's like a little tavern cafe thing, and on Saturdays they have Scottish breakfasts, and it's not full on, like it doesn't have blood pudding, but it's got the eggs and the beans and the sausage and the toast and the tomatoes and the mushrooms. Like it's got a good collection.
If there's no black pudding, it's not a Scottish breakfast.
I said it's not an official Scottish breakfast, but I said it's close.
Oh,
we don't have black pudding here, so they can't. I mean,
oh, and haggis. I have to introduce you to haggis.
Oh God, no!
Haggis is a lovely. Okay. Traditional haggis is absolutely lovely.
I was gonna say, I assume it's similar. It's got a similar. I would assume it has a similar texture to.
It's a similar texture to like.
I was gonna say, I would assume it would have a similar texture to Cowheart, right?
I believe if I'm just saying if food poisoning can be sent virtually, this is how it's done.
If you cook it long enough, it's fine.
Is it though?
It might not taste great, but if
Oh
you
my
cook it well
God.
enough, you will cook all the bacteria out of it. Pig heart and cow heart is a good source of all the vitamins and the iron that you need.
I will say, I think we just need to cut this segment out specifically.
Or at least add a trigger warning. Can we go back in and edit a trigger warning for this segment?
No. Just have
Oh,
this be
my
a
Lord.
whole little thing. Just like the side
could be a-
conversations.
This can be a bonus episode. Did you just expel a fucking demon, by the way? Is that what that
Yeah.
was?
You can't expel what's in my soul, okay?
You can, you just won't have a soul afterwards.
No,
We
the
can
bitch
give
is
it
forever.
detention.
Hannah, this is not a calling card for an exorcism. You stay over there. I like my demon. My demon's been with me since childhood.
To be fair, it sounds like it needs detention.
My
Speaking
freaking anointing oil.
Let's jump over to Renji.
Yeah,
shall we?
sorry.
Speaking of,
Yeah, wait, you never told Kindle what she found. You told me what I found.
oh yes,
I
Kindle,
just
you
said
are also-
scattered papers.
Yeah, you
Oh,
see
okay.
the scattered papers.
And then I see the flag of a country that is not quite the same.
Kindle, you would also be aware of the additional entrance into or door for another chamber. Renji,
Yeah, I had a feeling this was coming.
you are stabilized, but you have not yet woken up, despite the lay on hands and other healing that has been used on you. You find yourself in that black abyss you have grown accustomed to seeing every now and again. Well,
Yup.
that was fun. Did you enjoy letting yourself loose?
You know what? I kind of did.
Not surprising. It's been in you the whole time. You just had to let loose a bit.
I think I need to redefine my definition of let loose, though, because the last time I let loose out of my own volition, people died, and I don't want that.
It's all under your own control, you know. As I said, I'm little more than an echo.
I don't believe you.
Believe what you will. You see, you sealed away me in another form. And as you turn and see her, what you truly see is yourself reflected back. I can't be here. I'm just you.
So what now?
But nothing. I'm just here to remind you every now and then of the fun you can have if you allow yourself. Fragments of memories left behind. But this was fun. I say you keep it going.
I'm gonna walk up to the reflection. If I were to do this, to allow this to happen more, well, basically, I will not tolerate any bullshit from you. Is the last resort sort of thing. And if I feel any outside influence targeted towards my friends and allies, deals off.
Hmm. The mouth curls into a smile. Let's have fun, shall we?
I need you to fully understand that we're doing this on my terms. And I reach for and choke the silhouette.
As you go to reach for it, it turns into vapor at your hands. You're in the
Neat
voice
trick.
behind you. I said I wasn't here. I'm merely a reflection of yourself mixed with some fragmented memories of the thing that you once held. But I can respect the attempt.
Then respect the gravity of my seriousness. My terms. No outside forces. Obviously, I can't stop you from shutting the fuck up. My terms. No outside forces. No influence and no influence towards my friends and allies. You need me more than I need you.
As you
It
like.
would be, let's just say, it would be a shame if I suddenly just weren't around.
Oh. Big talk, little man. Let's see how we get there, shall we? And you wake up.
Guys,
Jinx is probably like looming over you just to make sure you're okay with like giant white wings. And is like,
guys, am I dead?
Wait,
you're screaming, and no,
Not
you're
yet,
okay.
dear.
You're
I love.
quite alive.
Hi, darling. You all right?
I feel terrible.
She's gonna march on over there.
Well, you look terrible, but
Thanks, I
the good
appreciate
thing
that.
is you're
Come here,
alive.
darling. Just gently sit him up. Look at me. Follow the finger. Okay. I'm just going to touch your head.
Ow.
Okay, there. Okay, good. All
Uh,
right.
Kindle, point of reference. Everything hurts.
I know. I'm just trying to get general feel.
Uh-huh.
Yep. She just goes around and starts to massage the shoulders and the
Ow,
back
ow,
area.
ooh.
There you go.
You physically feel him melt. Just.
Warm hands.
Wait, just a little bit more to the center.
Yep, there.
Oh.
There it is.
Thank you.
That will sort you out.
Where are we back where we were? Or did we move on?
You are still outside of the giant corpse of the Colossus. You do not see Kira or Gesh at all. Or Mimi, because Mimi would have followed them, probably. And if make a perception check. Actually, Mimi probably wouldn't be visible either, because I think I know where Mimi would have gone.
Yeah, but Benji's just gonna do this like crane neck to look in between Jix and Kindle and just look at the corpse going, oh no, we're still here.
Oh, you don't even need to. It is humongous. This thing is gargantuan size, I think.
It's
or
freaking
large.
huge.
Perception, that's 24.
24. You do notice off by the trees. That's where I and Ling are. Ling has shrunk down to a very tiny size. And
is purposely trying to hide behind the thing. You'll probably maybe just see a tiny bit of armor.
Mimi would probably be in that direction, but not directly.
But Kira and Gesh are nowhere to be found.
Yeah, I have no idea where they are.
Where's Kira and what's his fuck?
Gash, oh, they're inside the Colossus.
I'm sorry, where?
They're inside the Colossus.
Would you like more healing? You look.
You know, perhaps it would be a good idea.
You know, I'm good. I'm good on healing. I just. Yeah. Do I have any recollection of what happened? As in what I became, what I did?
Clearly.
Of course, she wants me to remember all of it. Yeah.
Oh, buddy. Kindle, stay with him for a minute. I'm gonna see if everyone else is okay.
All right.
Where's my sword?
It would
I
still be
actually
buried
don't know
within-
because I wasn't here last
Yeah,
session.
it would be still buried within the body of the Colossus.
It's still in the Colossus, dear.
Is it the same size as it was last time, or has it shrunk?
It's come back down.
Huh.
Do you want me to grab it for you?
But
No.
also, technically, the Colossus kind of fell on it. So, because it went down that way. So, might take some work to get it back.
Christ. Who's Christ?
Question out of character. What is a Colossus made of?
They're metal. They're giant. It's a huge warforged. With internal chambers for soldiers to hide in.
Got it. Well, you know, I could just burn a hole through the hole. And get to it.
We'll cross that. We'll burn that bridge when we come to it. Especially for you, Kindle.
Why not burn it now?
This is the pyro going, please, please.
Please.
I'm struggling to sit up now, so when I need to get a little bit more strength.
All
right. Mitch to Hannah reference.
Yeah.
Renji raged last session.
Yes, I heard. Crazy.
Also for a no. Renji's form was kind of a billowing shadow and smoke, while also wearing this familiar fucking thing.
Fun.
And Reggie was in close proximity to Kindle at some point, so she definitely saw. So do with that what you will. You also saw Renji's sword go from its normal height into 1.5 times its size and more curved and looking more shadowy.
Reggie's sword is a grower, not a shower.
None shall judge neither.
Nope.
Basically into a greatsword version of a katana.
Got it. Well, I'm glad that you. It's just gonna boop the nose.
Me. A lot going on with me.
Isn't there a lot that's going on with all of us?
Yeah, we're all kind of fucked up, aren't we?
Let's be honest. You get all scary and quiet, and I split into one of two people. And then Ling turns very scary, very bloodthirsty. And then Mimi just turns into a bloodthirsty bitch.
Point of order. All of those spells that I launched as Kindle, is there a wild magic surge for those that we need to?
Oh fuck, we may have forgotten about that.
Oh shit!
We may have forgotten about that.
Oh.
DM, would I have any after effects?
Well, you weren't here.
Wild magic.
Oh no!
Oh,
Would I
no.
have any
Oh,
after
shit.
effects?
How many of them were leveled spells?
All of them?
3.
Right, but that ended up being 3, correct?
3.
There was 2 level 3s and 1 level 4. All fireball.
Amazing. Amazing.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
I apologize.
What just Kindle turns into a plant right in front of me?
You know I fucking love this shit.
Kindle.
We all do.
Please roll for me a d20. We're gonna do one roll. And I just have a different number in mind that you have to reach.
Okay.
Because it was 3 spells, and this is sudden. Oh my god, what is it? Oh my god, what is
Say
it?
it. Say it.
What is it?
Say it.
Say it.
Oh no.
Do you get to add anything to that wisdom? Maybe?
No.
No.
This is
it's
just
fine.
a straight roll.
Oh no. She's like mid conversation.
Kindle, just
All
roll
catches up
for
to you at
me
once.
a percentile.
Oh no. Okay. Do you want both die or just a 100?
Both die.
Both die.
Those have been causing some chaos in the last game or in the other game.
87.
Don't roll a 3.
Yeah, don't roll a 3. You'll end up with big body hair.
Still got
boy.
PTSD.
Okay, where is it? Here it is. Right.
Does this just affect her, or does it affect other people also?
Just her.
Depends.
Okay.
Wild
Okay,
magic
hold on.
software,
I got
yo.
2 different answers
This
there. I
might
got
happen.
just her, and then I also got it depends. So
It depends.
But it's depending on wild magic. It
Ah.
could sometimes just affect me, or it could sometimes affect other people. As
This is
for
true.
like a failed wisdom save, that just affects me.
gotcha.
You said 80 what?
87.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
That one's less fun, but that's okay. That's okay. I now need you to roll.
All the damage dice.
Roll the dice.
No, I said less fun for me. Roll a d6.
Okay. Okay, d6. 2.
Your dex is now 20.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit!
Whoa!
It's normally for 1 minute, but because this is a massive surge, because it's additive, I'm giving it to you for an hour.
Hey, that's fun.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
It was just like mid sentence, and I kind of split into two. Oh, wow! Sorry.
Delayed reaction.
Yeah.
You feel okay? Do I need to back away?
I feel very dexterous. Very. Like extremely.
Like, are we talking could run a marathon on my level? By the way, Renji's level dex is 20 as well, so
Honestly, like you. I want to test it.
I love that Kira and Gas are just like, are they coming back? Or just like inside?
I wonder what they're doing.
Well, I was gonna ask a question, but I was letting Renji have I was letting roleplay things roleplay because that's important story. I was gonna ask. I know you said Gesh and Kindle both noticed the secondary opening. Did Kira notice the secondary opening? Or was
With
it
a
just
10,
the 10?
probably not. It's just like
I had 15.
Kindle
Kindle
had
had 10.
I got that confused. Then you would have seen the door. Kindle would not have.
Okay.
So it makes sense that Kindle left.
Okay. Cool. In that case, Kira will kind of be looking at stuff and then Kindle talking and then leaving, and then we'll probably like, as Kindle's leaving, like notice the door stuff and just kind of like, Gish, do you want to do some more exploring? And kind of point out the hole.
So Gesh is gonna be like, oh yeah, there's a door. What's in the door? Maybe you should open the door first. I'm gonna let you open the door, and I will be right behind you.
Wonderful
As they take a
plan.
step back.
Uh-huh.
You
As
make
Gesh starts back up, just because I haven't had a chance to do anything yet. Ling, are you doing anything?
yes.
I am actually.
I'm
Okay.
gonna head out because it's getting too late.
Okay.
I have to go to bed. So I will
Okay.
see you guys later. I love you
Okay.
all.
Bye for a bit.
Good
Levels.
night.
Bye.
Bye.
What are you doing,
So-
Ling?
After a couple of minutes of crying and just getting the emotions out, she's gonna kind of slowly stop and then look over to I and say, those two people that I sucked up with us from the Yanti Temple, they said we've been looking for you. After they thought you were what they were looking for. Do you know why they were looking for Plane Rider? The Plane Rider? I don't know.
Only one of them probably was the one that was from here to begin with.
Oh, so ASMRs are here from here too?
No, he's not the one from here.
Oh,
The other one was.
the human?
Yeah.
Was he one of the ones that I brought back the first time? Did they land with you?
Yeah.
Okay. So he said you have to get us back. I would think that if he's looking for a plane rider, he wanted back here.
I guess. It's probably a lot different than what he expected, but he also didn't live very long to find that out. last time I was here, there was still a war.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Hey, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kind of freak out back there. Just so much has happened in a relatively short amount of time. I don't think I've had enough time to process everything.
Okay. It happens.
I don't want it to, but thank you. I do want to say you are very important to me. And I don't know if you have that same pull, but I will do everything I can to keep you safe and keep you happy. And I kind of hope that we can stay together for a long time. I don't know what your plans are for the future, but or once we get back, if we get back. But whatever we do, I'd like to do it together.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you help me spread this hole out? I'm gonna pull out the hole and have them help me spread it flat. And I go down and start rummaging through some stuff and grab out the Raven coin back from the Rare Ravens.
Okay.
Put it in my pocket. And, going back up and join the rest of the party. I see what's happening. See Reggie still laying half on the ground, talking to Kindle.
Okay. Jinx, what were you going off to do? When you left Renji's side, where were you going?
Jinx decided to sort of kind of fly up and survey the area to see if there was any sign of the people that ran away from us.
Make a perception check.
Hey.
Do your wings last for an hour?
I believe so.
Cool.
My perception was 7.
I have no idea. It's a pretty
That's
thick
hilarious.
canopy.
That's my bonus.
Okay, I think this is the first time I've used my wings too, so I'm like,
You're caught up in
I'm
the
not gonna
moment.
fly too high.
And in the meantime, we have Kira opening a door while Gesh hides. Steps back an extra.
Yes, just gonna have said like the whole you could go first. Just like you make me feel so protected. Thank you. Sure, I will go first. And then just so over, just like, yes, sure, the big brave dragonborn. Thank you. It's
And he
all
just
sarcasm.
Salutes you.
Kira's just gonna kind of do like a and then just reach forward and I don't know, turn the handle, however the fuck this door opens. Open the door.
It's like a large metal, like not those big submarine like lock, but the next one down where it's just like the big bar on the metal door, but you're able to push it down and set the door through. And you see a second chamber. This one looks like it's got a couple of beds in it. It's on its side. It's quite upended. So the beds are just kind of like cascading all over the place. The room is overturned, blankets strewn about, and there is one more body.
Great, love that. Kira's gonna survey the room again to see if there's anything of interest or importance. She might go poke at the body. She might be that person. Not in a I'm gonna loot it kind of way, but in a well, this person's not using these things anymore, clearly. So maybe we can use them. Maybe there will be something of help.
Okay.
You want perception?
Make an investigation check.
Investigation.
And Gesh, yep. And Gesh, are you following in now that the door has been opened without issue?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
you can also make an investigation check.
16 on the die for a total of 17.
Okay.
What I'm learning is I guess I need to start using my honey dice more for Kira.
You said investigation, right?
Mm-hmm.
19.
Yeah, 19? Okay. You both, as you walk into the room, like I said, there's blankets thrown all over the place. There's more papers strewn about, photos, more personal effects in this area. The armor is much more like destroyed from age. This is not going to be magic armor. But you notice, you both notice that the gloves that are on the body are very they're pretty thin but chitinous. And
define chitinous, please.
Like a bone, like a bug exoskeleton style.
Gotcha. 10-4.
Yeah. Trying to think of how to phrase it.
You're good.
And they look like they are still very much intact.
Kira would probably pull the gloves off just as a fighter who's had to scrounge off dead bodies before.
As you touch them, they are still warm and almost seem to have like a little bit of a pulse to them.
She's definitely
Yes, you're watching Kira take this off, and as Kira does, it adjusts and shifts the body a little bit enough that a necklace seems to be more visible on the body.
Kira's probably gonna be like, take the gloves off and just kind of slightly like, that's weird. Maybe that's just the kind of metal that they are. I don't know. And she'll put them on over her little hand wraps that she has. Just kind of like, that's cool. Good grip. Just kind of gripping them out like, this cool. This is good.
Would like you to technically no, technically doesn't have a roll. I just feel like it should. Yeah, I feel like it should. You start to, as you put them on, you start to feel like these little, it's almost like little tendrils of sinew start to wrap closer to your fingers and your flesh, and you can feel it forming around your skin.
Kira is immediately gonna kind of be like, oh, the fuck, and just kind of start like trying to pull him off, just kind of like that. She's not autistic, but having a meltdown, like, this is not okay. Just like, oh, fuck, like,
you are
all
able
the Russian
to,
curses.
Yeah, you are able to remove them, but there is like a little bit of like a pull, and you can feel like the snapping of that sinew.
Guess just kind of looks at you. You doing okay, buddy?
Fine. Just
it seemed to like you.
Well, maybe they will be useful. And definitely not going to discard him. She's going to stick him in her back pocket, but not going to put them back on again.
No.
Maybe another time.
Watch him venom up her butt.
So while she's like stuffing them in her pocket, can Gesh walk by the body and like snag the necklace?
Sure. Are you trying to be sneaky about it?
Yeah, I'm trying to be. Doesn't mean it's gonna work.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
Cool.
As Kira's distracted by the gloves that are like, you can still feel the slight warmth of them against your back where you've placed them.
She's gonna just kind of to herself as she's put them, just kind of like, that's probably fine. It's fine. They're not touching my skin, so it's fine, right? just kind of like out of sight, out of mind kind of thing.
Identifiers in the party. Just FYI.
You all right there, Bridget?
I don't know. These are the dice that I made, the ones that have like the little, I don't know if you can see it, but like they have like little bits of like stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're weighted because it keeps rolling on a 19.
Oh.
So I don't know if you want that to count, but I rolled it like
Yeah,
3
I'll
times.
take it. I'll take it. That's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna use different dice from now on because I don't feel like that's nice.
Okay. All right, but 19 plus, I'm sure, a lot.
Something is definitely something. Imagine 9.
19 plus 9.
I don't know. Un memento.
Okay.
Eight. 19 plus 8.
All right, 27. Yeah, you're able to, as Kira's turning around, you know, trying to be like, why is it still warm? You're able to just kind of think and snag it, and it's this small metal disc with a kind of like a leather strap for the necklace, and you're easily able to snag that. Do you take a closer look at it, or are you just stashing it?
Taking a closer look at it, but like turning my back away from Kira.
Its metal is very, very clean, and seems to have an inscribed feather image on it.
Okay. Necklace. Another one.
Speaking of necklace,
Ah, shit.
Where is your other one? Because you
So
did have it in your hand while it was using insect plague.
I do remember that. I do know that when I had to like get Renji, I know like it was put away.
Okay.
So I know that it was like in my pocket since Renji.
Okay. Just to make a quick perception check.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Not you. We're just gonna use this.
ADHD thought, just because the Dramamine is kicking in. I love the fact that the whole point of Dramamine is not to make you not nauseous, but rather it's the thought of you can't be nauseous if you're fucking knocked out. You can't be nauseous if you're dead to the world. And that's my favorite thing. Anyway.
That was a 14.
You got like another 20 minutes out of me before I pass the fuck out, just so you know.
No worries. Well, 20 minutes is about as long as we're gonna go anyway.
Okay.
You are just aware of its existence right now in your pocket.
Okay.
It's almost like it feels heavy.
Okay.
I'm sure that's fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
Anybody else doing anything? Or are you guys gonna meet up at all? Or
I'm meeting up with the group.
Yep, Ling was coming over to the group.
If I learned that the others had gone into the Colossus, unless Renji wants a conversation, I'll probably head that way.
Renji needs to head to the Colossus to retrieve his fucking sword.
Oh,
I will say,
I'll help you.
With a 19 as well, yes, you do notice that partially into the wall is what looks like a very sharp blade. just sticking into the metal framing of the wall.
So it's like coming inwards, or is it going out?
It's coming into the wall.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, he's gonna leave that be.
Okay.
He knows who that is. He can get it himself. He a little mad still.
Just a death's door.
Well, Gash is petty.
Wow. We're just kind of like hobble over very slightly.
Lean off her shoulder to stabilize.
Thank you. You okay?
Physically, perfectly fine. Emotionally, I will be. Just, I have some processing to do, I think.
Yeah.
Eyes over there too. We'll like kind of help with the other side.
Oh, thanks, like.
Sure.
What?
They talk?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're...
Well, hi.
Hi.
Oh, you don't have to push yourself at any of our sakes. Don't worry. And if you want me to keep it a secret,
While holding Renji up, I'm gonna put my arm or my hand that's going across him and just kind of put it onto I and support.
but Renji is just clearly happy. Oh, that's a big
Chonker.
that's a big chonker.
That's a boy. I love how you picked him up upside down, by the way. That's my favorite as well.
Leo doesn't
seen Leo in so long.
Leo doesn't give a fuck.
No fuck.
He's our buddy.
There's
Oh,
God.
praise
There's our
Leo.
God. Oh.
Chunky boy.
Chonk. Gives
Love it.
negative fucks. Where was I?
Happy that I spoke to you.
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted by the chunky boy.
Wrong campaign.
Look at that belly. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Kind of looks towards Ling. Well, this is a lovely bit of development.
Indeed. It's not the only surprise of I's and mine as well. I told me yesterday that we're siblings. Is that an insight?
No.
Impulse.
It's impulse.
Oh no.
You see Renji's smile begin to widen and a little bit of tears welling up. As I just go to hug you and just go,
Big hug.
yep.
And cure wounds. Well,
Oh,
we're hugging.
thank you.
6 points.
Oh, nice. I don't even know what, like...
I believe you got 12 and 6 earlier, so you should be at 24 minimum.
Okay. Yeah, that's less than health, so Renji's not doing okay. But Renji's just gonna say very softly, I'm very happy for you.
technically you have to remove 3 from that heal. It was a paladin spell, so it's only half effective. Sorry, I forgot.
It's okay.
I think I healed you
Anyway.
for like 11 or something. It was like
Oh,
6.
was it 11 and 12?
11 sounds right.
I remember
Oh,
you
yeah.
said 12 was one of them.
So add another 11. What?
I think you would add another 5 because I said
Yeah.
6 earlier.
Yeah, that's good. You're not
Alright.
dead. You're not dead. That's
I'm exactly at health. I'm exactly at half health now. So yeah, Renji's just gonna say very softly, but as they're hugging, just I'm very happy for you.
Thank you.
And once breaks the hugs, looks to Ai and goes, "Well, hello, sibling of Ling. It's a pleasure to meet you."
I'm muted. I didn't realize. Oh,
Uh-huh.
just hear very quiet. Hi.
Right. My sword is still stuck in the Colossus. I need to get that out.
Do you actually want to retrieve it physically, or do you want to send me an eye in to grab it?
I just need to check something. I need to see it physically.
I'll come into the thing and try and
ow. Everything still hurts.
do a search around it with Ling or with Renji. Separate roles.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys enter the first chamber and see the Gesh, did you take the pile of leather or did you just kind of leave it there?
I took the leather +2.
Okay. So you see like a pile of like decayed body that seems to be like slumped and there's
But
a
it does
couple
not have a
bones. There's
skull.
no head.
There's no head.
There's some scattered bones, but there's no skull.
Just
Scattering of papers and an open door.
ugh.
I don't see shit. They rolled a 2 + 2.
Oh, good. It's too dark in here.
They're
So
just still too preoccupied.
so was this investigation?
Well, this was just as you first walk into the room.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No. You guys still this was me just describing what you see when you first walk into the room.
Okay.
There's no roll yet.
Okay.
Once in, Bridge is gonna look for his sword.
All right. In this particular chamber, you don't see anything, but you do hear people talking past the open door.
Okay, go on. Go away.
Nope, cat butt.
He says,
apparently
nope.
not. Hey guys, you in there?
We're down the hall.
Okay. Bridge, has anyone seen like
A very
Hey.
long, sharp blade is sticking through the wall.
And you just hear Gesh, no, I have no idea what you're referring to, and he just flicks it.
do you flip the flat of the blade, by the way?
I mean, that's
Like-
all that would be sticking out. Or you I guess you could flick like the
Well, it's more of a case of what angle are you coming from? Because if you're going like towards the sharp edge of the blade, you
Gosh. Shut up. I'm hearing that's what she says from the corner.
Thanks, Jerome. Love you, buddy.
No, don't thank him.
Don't encourage it.
And Roger will head to the sound of yes and a very annoyed but very obviously sarcastic no.
In the vibration.
just as you like walk in the room, Kira, just do you want me to pull it out for you? You do not look like you are in the condition to be doing any pulling out.
That's what she said.
I just got that in stereo. Stop it.
I knew that I could say it and I could not say it. I was like, I can't not make this joke.
Oh, Gesh says it, 100%.
How many psychic damage do I take from that?
Can you?
Kira has no idea what she has said. It's just was actually saying it while giving him an up and down of like, you are obviously still not. Like who's saying what? It's like
yes, I say that. I am woman.
that is what I said. Do you need healing?
Kira, don't just.
It's a joke from our realm.
Yeah, it's not a particularly good one either.
It can be, but generally not.
It is a bad humor that is only good if you are bad at humor.
Yes.
No, it's very situational.
If you are bad at humor.
Sure.
I just looks to Link. I only say it's a bad humor because it's, low hanging fruit. Don't.
You just see Gesh with his little
That's what
skull.
he said.
That's something that he needs to.
Immaturity. We have come full circle. Yes, that was Renji.
Either way, the office still stands. Do you want me to retrieve the weapon for you?
Yes, I physically cannot lift anything more than a twig right now. I am in so much pain. I just need to check the condition of the blade to make sure that it's salvageable and not. I just need to check it.
Before or after we pull it out of the metal?
Before.
Oh, lovely. All right.
Just look. Goes over.
Kira will just kind of like come up to both, like the to Ai's side, and just like look at both of them, like just a gesture of like, please let me. I'm so much bigger than both of you. Like, let me carry the small man. Not the small, but the.
And Gesh just kind of storms out like a girl who's mad at her boyfriend, but the boyfriend doesn't know he's mad. She's mad. That's storms out.
If Kira is taking Renji from Ling, Ling's gonna follow Gesh out.
Okay. Yeah, Kira will just kind of like just has all of Renji's weight in just the one arm, just like
I mean, like
move a little
Renji's not neither is not small. He may look dainty, but it's also kind of like
solid.
Like solid, dense motherfucker.
True. Kira is also a 6-foot bulky tiefling.
I mean, this is also true.
Versus a bulky tiefling versus 2 changelings.
This is true. But
changeling has an 18 strength, by the way.
That's fair.
But
I didn't have it in.
You do kind of like
stat.
It's one of those things where you expect it to weigh less, but then you pick it up and you're like, okay, you have more to you.
Like she would know this. You did kick her ass like 3
Actually,
days
yeah,
ago.
no, this is true. You know the full extent. You know the full extent.
You did lay her out in full. So
yeah, not even 24 hours ago.
She is very much just like it's like, yeah, no, this is fine. This is that's fair.
Sees the blade. Does it look the kind of way it did earlier, or does it look normal?
It looks normal.
It was a very audible
It's surprisingly intact.
My God.
I don't need this.
What do you expect with this rope?
I just continue.
And there was a very audible sigh of relief from Renji. Just okay. Yeah, we need to extract it.
Kira will just.
I feel like the chuckling is just happening from like the next room. It's just like every once in a while you just hear a cackle.
I feel it's just in my head at this point. I just can't unhear it.
Kira will just kind of like give him a little like lean prop, gently let him sit against the wall kind of thing, and just kind of as she's moving over and starting to like work the sword out of the thing, just kind of glances over at him, just kind of like, this sword is.
I'm sorry. That's not you. Bad choice of
Whole
phrasing.
conversation.
What did I
Work the sword?
I actually don't know what I said. That what?
Work the sword.
Yeah.
Sword is
Trying to get
metaphor.
what?
I know it's okay. Autism. I don't do this well. That was not just a Kira thing. That's a Kate thing. I don't do sarcasm and I don't do low-hanging fruit well. Once in a while I'll get one, but most of the time it's over my head.
Again, it's not you because I know this, but at the same time, my humor is just broken. So I fought tooth and nail to try and not laugh, but lost.
Okay. Well, Kira, as she is struggling to remove the sword from the wall, a little, it's just kind of like we'll glance over to just a glance to Renji and back, just like, this sword is important to you, huh?
Yeah. I made it.
You have very good craftsmanship.
I was kind of taught from a very young age.
Well,
did you hear that?
I have learned to turn off the audio receiver for the Dragonborn.
Oh no, that's just me at this point. That's not him. It's sort of like an angry girlfriend, but like that's just me at this point. I'm being an asshole. I apologize.
No, you don't.
Just for the sake of it, Kira, make a athletics. I'll give you to try and,
Yeah,
to peel the metal back so you can actually get this blade out.
That's a natural fucking 20 on the die.
Let's
for a 22 total.
This is going to sound. I need all of you to shut up for a minute as I describe this.
You don't have to ask me. I probably won't get half of it. You're fine.
Kira basically uses the blade and you even say it like works it up and down to carve it deeper into the wood or into the metal to be able to get a handhold to tear the metal apart and leave a big enough hole, shut up, to remove the blade.
Y'all, if this was a try not to laugh, I'd be winning. This is great. Carry on.
Because it's point towards you. Shut up. And you have
I'm
to
channeling my Jules monk so hard right now, but he's also worse than Ling.
From the wall. I feel like Gabe Hicks right now.
So anyway,
and you're able to remove it.
I have jimmied the wall open with this knife to get enough of a handhold that I can pry back the metal and get the sword out. You could have phrased it that way, and that probably would have worked a lot better.
Yes, but a DM needs to elaborate a little bit more, which is a
That's
blessing and a
elaborating.
curse.
Cool. I
You have a nail. No
hold on.
hole. Shut up.
Hold on. Hang on.
Shut up, Dale.
We're gonna roll an impulse here for a second. Please hold. Okay, so she's gonna. You said it is the sharp side forward versus the handle, correct? Okay, so without really thinking about it, just thinking from a I don't want to slice my hands open standpoint, she's going to start to do that. And then halfway through, it's just going to reach in the back pocket and throw on I've got gloves in my pocket. Let me throw these on real quick. And she's going to put on those gloves that she found earlier to continue to pull this out of the wall. And it's just not even so focused on that. And also part of her brain is still trying to understand what the hell Gesh meant by that's what she said. That's also still going on in her head as well. And she's thinking about that. She's thinking about I got to get this out of here, and I don't want to slice my hands open. And she's also still kind of talking to Renji a little bit of just like in between, just like this.
All the while
It's a
feeling
very
those
well
tendrils
done
come back over
sword.
your flesh from the gloves.
She's kind of zoned out enough at this point. She's moving around enough. It doesn't really click in until the
It's too late.
till the sword is out of the wall.
Okay. Renji, you are able to retrieve your sword. It is undamaged.
Oh, wait. This should be several layers of screwed, but it ain't.
Well, it is a well-made sword. I do not make them, but I use
I
quite a few.
it is a well-made sword. Do not get me wrong, but I'm sorry, but when you have a well-made sword embedded into the chest of a Warforged Colossus and it falls down with all of its weight, there should be some damage, right? I'm not crazy in thinking this, right?
Should be at least
Da,
bent.
but you seem to have good luck.
It should be curving to the left. Why
From
is it
what I have
straight?
told.
No.
That one I did hear. I do not get that one either. I will not ask.
Make it a penis joke.
Why?
I don't know. Ask
To
them.
the left.
I will. Never mind.
It's fine.
At this point, she's kind of she's while talking to you. You notice while talking to you, she's starting to subconsciously feel it a little bit, but she's not it still hasn't clicked quite yet what she has done. But she is kind of like while she's talking to him and examining it, you kind of see her start like kind of just doing this with her hands and just kind of like a subconscious like, man, why do my hands feel weird? They kind of itch. This is weird. Just kind of
and it's been on there long enough now that it's kind of like that creeping feeling has kind of settled. It feels like a second skin kind of covering your hand, but it's that pulse is almost starting to sync with your heartbeat. Not there yet, but that's what it's doing.
She's definitely still hasn't clicked just enough that it's like, man, my hands feel weird, but it hasn't clicked yet. But she's definitely doing like rubbing her hands and this kind of thing that she doesn't normally do. And she while she kind of like crouches down, like looking at your sword and like rubbing her hands or her gloves. And she's kind of like, no, you're right. It should be damaged of some sort, but perhaps you just have very good luck. I mean, you should have died earlier as well, and you did not. So maybe this is your day. You should go play dragon chess after this, perhaps.
In the meantime, as that conversation is happening, Ling followed Gesh.
There, did
Gesh, you stormed off, ready to be mad and ranting to your skull buddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow after my wings sort of dissipate.
Yeah, you come into that chamber as these two are.
I was gonna
No.
say I was probably still outside if Gush stormed
I was
out.
gonna say Gesh like goes out of the automaton.
All right, then both of you are able to follow Gesh.
And Gesh, so I know there were some clusters of trees where they were. So he just goes and sits underneath one of them, and he just sits like cross. I'm from the
Crisscross?
90s. I'm gonna
Crisscross
that
applesauce.
that thing. And he's just gonna sit, and he's gonna have a skull in his lap, and he's just gonna like start talking to the skull.
Mhm.
You know, I just saved him, and I don't even thank you. And I've just risked my life to do so. And I know that like I haven't really like done anything for these people yet, but I feel like I just did something for them, and then I just got yelled at by Ling, and it's just like, you know what? I do a lot of things that I don't feel like I get enough gratitude. I just left my home for these people. I understand that it wasn't my home. I understand that I robbed the place.
Carry on. No, Ling just walks up during this point. Carry on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No. This is good.
Jinx
As
is
you're
also
having
like
this conversation,
standing
you just see a set of feet in front of you.
Jinx is also like nearby, like concerned.
So he sees the shadow looming, and he's just like, I'm trying to have a conversation here.
So, bad time for an apology?
Fine. And he tosses the skull.
Mage hand goes to catch skull. Well, don't get rid of your friend on my account. And the skull comes back and sits in your lap. I'm sorry about my outburst earlier. It wasn't your fault. Sorry. I should not have yelled and accused and screamed at you. Just going through a lot right this moment. I apologize. I also kind of heard you saved Renji. Thank you. Means a lot to us.
I'm really glad you're both with us.
Look, give me a sec. Come here. Oh God.
I'm sorry, the three. I'm
Oh,
glad
hi,
the
Bob.
three of you. The three of you are with us, and I gesture at the skull.
I just saw the meow.
Okay, sorry. I got distracted. I heard the apology now. Okay. Hi. Anyway,
Oh, Jinx just says that he's glad that the two, and then corrects himself and says the three, and gestures of the skull of you are with the group.
Mage hand just goes in the skull.
4 of you. 5 of you if you can. Oh, you know what? I'm just glad we're all here.
No, the mage hand was saying thank you from the skull.
No, I know, but
it can't speak.
and then I look over and Eyes with us, and we're
I's actually sitting down still inside the
okay.
Colossus. I is also beat to shit and is finally sitting down.
Oh, I thought Jinx healed the
Only like halfway.
Oh, okay. Not like barely on the cusp, but okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
So
if I would have known that, there would have been some spells.
Did we actually get a rest before all this? Because we
This was like you had just started
just woke
traveling.
up
This is your
10
first
minutes ago.
bathroom break on the road.
okay, good.
legit bathroom break.
Because I can throw up another hat if we need to, but
Yeah, no, we just woke up. Not too long ago.
I don't know if we could handle another Colossus, but
No. The only reason we managed that one is it looks like it came to us beat to shit. It was already dead, practically.
still can't believe these things are just wandering around.
It was a war zone.
I feel like we might also almost be safer at the Candlekeep.
He sneezed, if anybody was wondering.
Okay, I was wondering why you
okay.
jumped.
But
He sneezed and it scared me. Sorry.
Jinx, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get back home.
I keep forgetting. Again.
I know you weren't there with us when I jumped.
Well, the memory loss too, and how I came to be here also.
Yeah, which is kind of concerning, not knowing how you got here, considering we know where you were ish.
At this point, it's just another day.
True.
But yeah, don't worry. You're not the only one that talks to things that may or may not talk back to you. Gesh.
I'm okay.
Gestures of the skull.
Should I? No. I was just gonna do some stupid fuckery.
Gesh is going to get up and put the skull in his Becky pack. And while he's going through the stuff in his Becky pack, he realizes that the necklace is in his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And he touches it for like a second.
Hello?
Oh, son of a bitch, you're still there.
I'm sorry, I'll go away. Fuck.
No.
Turns around, starts walking away.
No, the gent in my necklace, the one that made all the bugs show up, he's talking to me, Sylvan.
The what?
Wait, you have a talking necklace?
I should not have said that.
And that's where we'll pick up next time. Because that's a really good spot.
That is great. That is
So,
That is lovely. On that note, I'm gonna dip because I was about to dip anyway because my meds have kicked in.
Yeah.
And I am
Night.
zoning.
Night. Goodbye.
Night.
Good night.
Love you all.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Deuces.
Bye.
I hope you guys had fun. I'm going to stop the recording here.
Night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Recording button. There it is.